Hello everybody and welcome to Grocery Store Tycoon. It is a tycoon game, but you also play this first person. For those of you that are not too keen on tycoon games, this is a normal supermarket simulator, but there is a tycoon aspect in terms of like you can place your shelving and look after the management side of things as well. So it's kind of like a hybrid between a first person supermarket simulator game, but also giving you the management and all of that side of it as a tycoon game. I first played this back in October, I think it was now. I did a demo version of this on the channel, so if you've not seen that, you can check that out. I went through quite a lot of detail in that. I probably will do in this as well, but this is more of a video to see if we want to turn this into a series on the channel. I also did the Steam Next Fest video for this game as well, which was quite cool. That was on for a week during Steam Next Fest back in October. So I really enjoyed it, so we're back to check it out. This is the first store edition. So this is building into basically the full release of the game, so there's a lot more features here than there were in the demo. This is, I think, as close as you're going to get to the full version before getting to the full version. So we're going to check it out and see what it's all like and see what has changed. The first thing we're going to need to do is choose our player. So we've got Spider Mike or we have Debbie Downer. Now they both have different traits, which are good for either during gameplay or at the start of the game. For example, Debbie Downer gives us $15,000 starting money compared to Spider Mike, who only gives us $10,000. Yeah, he has a supervision boost of 20%. That is, I guess, when you're supervising over your fellow employees. Desk work profit boost, so when he's just at his desk, because you don't need to always be a bit, playing the character. So like when you're in the tycoon mode, he can just get on with things. He will get a profit boost of 5%, whereas Debbie would get 2%. There is stamina of 40% to 60. He starts with 2 extra tokens, but he also gets 5% more customers through the door, which is very handy. That could make up the difference in money, and probably would. This is better long term, isn't it? 5% more customers, because I think that is just generally. So 5% more customers long term is pretty good, because eventually that's going to be more and more and more customers, whereas we'd be struggling for that with Debbie, although Debbie would gain tokens 5% faster. Now, there is a skill tree in the game that we're going to be unlocking different skills. So, with that in mind, getting tokens faster is quite good. So I'm kind of torn between the two, to be honest. We also get a 50% discounted ice cream with Debbie. I'm torn between the two. You can call them whatever you want, by the way. You don't need to keep the names, but I'm just going to leave it as it is for this video. I think I'm going to go Debbie because I went with Spider in the first time I played this. So we're going to go Debbie this time. At the moment, we still only have the one location. I would assume more locations are coming since it looks like this. 5th Street has a population of 65,000. The median income is 42,000. So people are reasonably well off here. It's not a poor area. The busiest hour is 3 p.m. So we need to make sure we're on it at 3 p.m. every single day. So here we are then. Is it your first time playing? No, it isn't, but hopefully I can remember what we're doing. So this is like the tycoon aspect of it. So you would get this top-down view for putting in shelving and stuff like that and just looking after the general stuff in the game. We'll go through that later. But generally, you'll play the game first person like this, like any old supermarket simulator. So this is the supermarket, where you obviously have your supermarket eventually. Out here, this used to be part of it in the demo. I assume this is purchasable later on. There's a for sale sign down here. And I think you can expand your supermarket and your storage and everything as well. So we'll swallow that area up as we play the game, I would assume. Through here, we have our storage area. We have cold storage as well. So in here, we have a freezer. This would be our freezer section. So we put all of your frozen stuff in here. So unlike a lot of these games where you put the ice cream or whatever, all of your frozen stuff just on any old shelf and just leave it out in the sun. Put it in here to keep it fresh, otherwise it'll go off. I think that... Does that auto-close? It auto-opened. I think that might auto-close. I think we need to do a bit of cleaning up before we get started. So let's go and do that. So we've got this dumpster out here for getting rid of stuff. That used to be there, actually. It's now across there. Let's clean this place up. We do have a cart. But when I tried putting these on it just to play around, make sure everything was working, it didn't actually load onto that particular cart. Whether there's a different one you can get for this sort of thing, I don't know. But the cart over here is generally used. There's that one, and there are some other ones as well, for moving stock around. So, as you can see, we've got a loading bay just here. So, when we get deliveries, the truck will come here. Everything will just get unloaded just here, and then we need to load it onto our truck, our pallet truck thing here. So, we'll load that onto here. our platform cart, load that onto here, and then we can load it onto our shelving, or indeed take it straight through to the supermarket. So you don't need to take everything box by box. You can load everything onto your cart and move it around with ease. So yeah, that takes care of all of that. The customers do come and park in the car parking spaces. They also use the trolleys once you've unlocked them, and they'll drop them off here as well, or shopping carts for Americans. So they will drop them all off in here, and then you'll have to come and retrieve them, because obviously they can't use them if you don't retrieve them. Retrieve them and bring them back to your thing within the store so they can continue doing their shopping. There's shopping baskets as well as the trolleys. I think we're ready to get started, though. So we've got $15,000 to spend, but we do need to buy a few different things to get us started here. For example, a cash register. So you can choose it facing whichever way you like, which is nice. They're $4,300 each, so they are quite expensive, making me think having Debbie Downer here is a good starting person, because that is quite a chunk of change, isn't it? So where do we want to be? We can either be this side or that. I think we'd want to be this side, actually. So I think we'd have potentially, we'd have this one like this. I think I had it like this in the demo as well. I think it just makes the most sense. We'll keep it slightly off the wall, just so we can get around and our employee can get around, etc. later on. So we've got that in play. We can pause the game because you can see we're burning daylight here. So we can pause the game while you do all of this as well. I really like this because it enables you to place things exactly where you want, because you get a different view of it than you would, say, in a normal sim where you just kind of place it and it just sort of happens in front of you. It's nice to get this top-down view of what you're doing. Shelving, we might as well get... So you can get 3 of each type on here. So you can use the 3 shelves. It's dry storage. You just get more on, I would assume. We might as well have a large shelf then, because why not? Now, I do have a view... Oops. I do have a view of turning this potentially into a series if you guys like it. So I'm going to sort of semi-place things where I think I'm going to want them in future. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have sort of, you walk in here, I'll probably have like shopping carts and baskets and stuff just here. So then you'll walk into like a little section here and maybe a couple of aisles here. And then you get to your checkout. We've actually got a customer walking in. We are not open yet. We haven't even bought anything. That's because I'm come off pause. Yeah, so I'm going to try and design this kind of how I want it to look in future. So we'll just go with 2 shelves for now, though, because so every time you place that, it seems to unpause. That's kind of weird. Yeah, we'll do that because I want that. Let's get some stuff because people are coming in for stuff already. So we've only got 6 spots, so we can't have everything. We have got plenty of money. I'm going to get some salty chips. We'll get some of those. We'll get some crackers. What else should we get? We've got something similar to that that could also fit on that same shelf. Hot chips, there we go. So that can be, so we'll have like crackers and chips down there. And then on the other shelf for now, we'll have some rice. I think we'll have some basmati rice, some regular white rice, and some spaghetti, or shall we have... I saw something else. I see some pasta somewhere. There we go. There's some pasta. That's $436. We'll get that now. Delivery's on the way. We'll just get us started with that. I will get some more shelving later on. We'll just get us started with that. Let's go first person. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's close. I don't know why I was open from the beginning there. We are closed. I'm sorry, we haven't got stock yet, sir. When stock arrives, you will be the first to know. So we can earn a token. You see on the right-hand side, we can now earn a token. Check out 30 customers. So this is a good time to show you because the delivery is on its way and it takes a little while to get here. I can't remember what time it's scheduled for. So while we wait for our delivery, we'll go to manage. I'll show you what we have here. So we've got our, I guess that's our own inventory. So this is telling us what we've bought. So we've got, for example, when our delivery comes, you'll be able to see all this. You can't do this until you go through the progress tree. The same with workforce and all the rest of these. So I will go through these. but I can't really go through them at this point in the game. But this is how you access them all in the first place. So you come to your progress tree here. This is where you spend your tokens. So if you were to spend it on inventory management, we would then be able to see our inventory. If you spend, oh, the delivery has been. If you spend it in employee management, then you can start scheduling employees, when the store is open, all that kind of stuff. You can spend it in store for better freezers and all of that kind of stuff. Or you can spend it in your operations to employ a cashier, get a shopping basket, get better utility carts and all that kind of stuff. So this is where you spend all of your points in your progress tree, and then you use them down here in management. So as I say, I can't really show you this now, but you get the idea. This is where all of your inventory would be. Your workforce would be here, so you can see who's employed and who's not employed, what they're getting paid, etc. Hours. So this is store opening times as well as who's on shift. So when you've got 3 or 4 different cashiers, you can tell them, hey, come to work here, come to work there, what have you. And get them on a pattern and whether they want to do overtime and all that kind of stuff. So you've got a deeper management side to this compared to most other sim games, I would say. Finance speaks for itself. You've got all of your finance here. You've got loans you can take. You can keep good track, really. You get a 12-week average here. You can keep good track of what's going on. What's selling, what's not selling, what you're doing well, what you're not doing well. It's all going to show in here. So I like that. And placeables. These are just your shelves, and it tells you how many of each thing you've got, basically. All right, people are turning up thinking we've got stock of things and wanting to do shopping, and we can't do any of it because we've just been going through the menus. So I'm going to pick this cart up, take it outside. It looks like we can only take... There we go. I was going to say, we can only take 2 things. That's nice. So it auto-stacks, so you just have to look at it and it auto-stacks on there. That's good. Then we can take this through. We might as well take this all the way through to the supermarket, to be honest with you. There's no point putting it in storage. Let's take it through and load it on. So this is quite nice. A lot of these games, as we know, it's always... one box at a time. That's not what I wanted on there, so I've done that wrong. That's not what I wanted on there. I don't know if you can take it off again. Presumably you can, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I put the wrong item on there. Not a problem. We'll just move it over at a different time. So yeah, we'll have to just put the crackers down here. Those Pritz crackers. Honestly, I read that as Ritz crackers. I didn't even think... to be honest, I thought, wow, they've actually got a branded Ritz cracker in here. Right, I don't think we can do anything with the pricing from here. Presumably that would be in here somewhere, but I'm not even sure we have access to that. Because we don't have the inventory tab, I can't change the price yet. So when we get the inventory progress tree bit unlocked, I can start changing my prices and see what we can do money-wise. To begin with, it just has to be a set price, but that's okay. Let's open up. Might as well take this out here. Put it back in the storeroom. Make sure we don't lose it. I think if you do lose it, it's got like a little red mark there. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe I can just click here or something and it maybe comes back, or it's just a parking space for it. I'm not entirely sure. But if it just gets reset at any stage, I would imagine it just possibly pops in there if you were to lose it. I'm not 100% sure. If we run out of energy, by the way, you see on the top right, so haven't got any experience really, but we've got energy that's depleting. We do have to go home at the end of each day. Just click that and it drives you home. There is a coffee shop up here. We've got no customers, so it's fine. There's a little coffee shop just here, so we can come up here to Starbucks Coffee, and we can get ourselves, pretty expensive, $24.99, but we can get ourselves a coffee, and that will give us some more energy back. So if you're in the middle of something, you think, oh no, my energy's really low, because your employee hasn't, you've not taken a break or something, or your employee's not ready or whatever, so you're doing everything, you can just go and grab a coffee. I just thought, we've got no baskets, have we? I didn't put any baskets in, so people are having to just pick things up and walk around with them. I'm not sure if I have them or not yet. Yeah, I've not unlocked that in the progress tree yet, because we don't have any points. So that might be the first thing I do, is when we get a point, get a shopping basket. Because at the moment, people can only walk around and grab things by hand. So presumably they can't grab as many things in their hand as they can with a shopping basket. So they're a bit limited. So perhaps one thing at a time. Are we, sorry, we're not open, are we? My apologies. The pathing on this person seems a bit odd. I've seen them work smoother than that. But she's bought her stuff anyway. Thank you. Check out. Bye. So they do leave with their shopping bags. They do load those into their cars and whatever else as well. That's a nice thing. You don't need to bother with the change and stuff in this game. Just click checkout. It does it all for you. You don't need to worry about that side of things. Which I do enjoy giving change. I like that in games where you do all the change and you do all the bits and pieces. But I will say after, usually when I'm making videos for YouTube, for example, if I'm going through a series, by the time I get to episode 4 or 5, I'm kind of over it. To be honest, I'm ready to... I don't mind whizzing people through, but, you know, I'm kind of over counting all of the change. So I don't mind it being a bit more automated. Because I like doing the rest of the supermarket, you know, designing it and making sure you've got all the products you need and all that kind of stuff. I like doing all of that side of it. You know, I often outgrow the cashier's role pretty quickly because you end up getting an employee anyway. So I don't mind it not being there in the early game because we'll probably have an employee imminently, to be honest with you. Probably like, if this was to become a series, episode 2 or 3, we'd probably end up with an employee, maybe even before that. Because you'd be too busy to be doing the checkout and everything else. I like the scanning, though. I do like having to scan this through. This is good. Off he goes with his shopping bags. It'd be nice to see somebody come up with a car. I think they do just kind of just like pin it into the car rather than actually load it in, but it's a nice feature though, just to see them walk with shopping bags, isn't it? I mean, they are walking into each other. I would say their pathing is not perfect right now. They're doing some odd things. Like just here, for example. Our only products are over there, but she decided to walk in, get stuck, and then... Oh, she's walked out. She's decided not to shop here. Interesting. I wonder if that's because I've got no baskets and stuff, or she's not happy with something. Interesting. Odd. Came in and out. So he's going to his car, I think. Is he? Or is he going home a different way? Is he coming to his car? I think he's coming to his car. So yeah, they just go to the car and then get it. It'd be nice if they opened the boot or something and put it in, wouldn't it? But it's still a fantastic feature, to be honest with you. Like most of these games, they just kind of walk somewhere, disappear. They don't even sometimes carry a bag out with them. They just leave, just walk down the street. The fact they actually take their shopping with them and things like that is quite nice. So I'm going to speed up the day a little bit because we've not got any customers. So this is the benefit of it being a Tycoon game. Is, you know, when you get those slow periods at the beginning of these games when you've not got a lot to do, you can just tab out into Tycoon mode and accelerate time, which you can't do in usual supermarket simulators. Or other shop simulators, I should say. They're not all supermarket simulators, but they're all kind of work the same way, don't they? It's a shame you can't play it at 1.5 times speed when you're not in Tycoon mode. I'd like to be able to change this, you know, the speed of the day without going Tycoon, but it's not that much of a hardship just to press tab, to be honest. Alright, it's lunchtime. Our character's down probably, what you say that is, about a bit more than a quarter energy, isn't it? Closer to a third, I'd say. Thank you. I don't know what time to close today. I'll have to watch the energy. So I do remember when I played the demo to this, if you saw that video, you might remember as well. I didn't have enough energy to complete the day, so my character had to go home. They didn't have enough energy. And I left somebody standing here all night long for like 12 hours. They were stood here with their shopping waiting for me to serve them until the next day. Because because I'd run out of energy. You know what, though? They didn't complain. They stood there all night waiting for me to come back to serve them. Didn't even try and serve themselves. Just stood there patiently waiting until I had enough energy to come back to work. Because you can send your character home whilst you still manage. If our character gets too tired to work, we can send them home, but I can still stay here. So I can still... I can't really do much with the employees. I think the employees have to be sort of managed. You tell them what to do beforehand. It's not like we can just take the role of an employee. But we can sort of see what's going on and make sure things are good, put orders in, etc. whilst our character is away. I think I'm going to accelerate time a little bit again. She came in for... I'm wondering if some of them are coming in, and because we don't sell the products yet, they're walking out. I assume that's what it is. That they're coming in and going, oh, actually, you don't have what I want. Like this guy, for example. He wants watermelon and cheese pizza, so we can't... I mean, we don't have access to either of those items anyway, so I can't possibly serve him. But the other ones, well, everybody then, it's coming in and walking out. It's because we don't sell their item yet. So that's fine. There's not much I can do about that. I mean, I can order some more stuff. I will say that. We could get some more stuff. We've got loads of money. Just wanted to get it started so I could show it off, really. Whether this becomes a series or not. But we can order some more stuff. Let's get some more of everything that we bought before, because that's sold pretty well. There's 50% off corned beef at the moment, so I'm going to buy some of that. That's useful. So we'll get some corned beef. What else have we in need of? It was the rice and stuff, wasn't it? So we'll have some more rice. Ideally, though, I want that to sell out so I can redo my shelving. I mean, we could buy everything, to be honest. We could buy everything, couldn't we? Because we've got loads of money. Let's go to the build menu a second. Let's place some more shelving. Let's go along the back. Actually, no, let's make this... Guessing it needs to be a certain distance away. Yeah. It's quite a big aisle then. Make a sort of aisle. And then I'd probably in future then come like this with it. And then start a new aisle or something like that. We'll create a bit of a aisle, shall we? Actually, let's just do it like this for now. I'm not sure how big my cart corral thing is for my shopping carts. Serve this customer. Yeah, I'm not sure how big a space I need, so I'm going to do it like that for now so I can judge my placement better later. Right. I think we should just buy most things then, really, shouldn't we? To be honest. So we've got corned beef. We could go with a couple of things. We might as well go canned corn and green beans, because they can all go on here. I'll place that order now. So it takes a little while to come. We'll place that now, and then I'll buy some more shelving and maybe put in the toilet roll and stuff ready for the morning. But I'll do that tomorrow, I think. Get some stuff. This delivery's on its way. It takes a little while. You can do that in day 2. I think it will come up at the bottom and tell me when the delivery's arrived. I'd expect it to, anyway. Thank you. We seem to be earning decent money, don't we? Like, a lot of people are buying 2 or 3 items and spending $20 or $30. That's good. They've stopped outside for a chat. Here's our delivery. I thought I just got a hint of a noise in my headphones. It's only very quiet, but a hint of a noise of a truck arriving. we'll serve this customer. And to be honest with you, I might close at 6. You can choose your own opening hours in this game. There's no set way to play, really. If you want to open for, I don't know, 9 till 2 every day, you can open 9 till 2 every day if you wanted to. You can kind of play this as you want, providing you cover your costs, etc. You can do whatever you want. I think there might be a... Oh, that's flipped me out there because I was already out there. It always goes back to wherever you were, depending on... So if you click to Tycoon mode, wherever you left the camera, it always goes back to that part. Go to hours a second. 4. I think we have to close for 4 hours a day. I think the latest you can do is midnight and open at 4. So, yeah, I think there's maybe a 4-hour period where you can't open. But the rest of it, you are free to do what you want. Which is nice. To be honest with you, we might as well just stay open while I do this. I was going to close because we're not standing there, but we won't be that long. But this cart holds quite a bit then. It's quite good. But this isn't something we need to worry about for a while. Right, hot chips. Should we keep... I guess we should keep those just over here. Hot chips. We've got the salty chips. It's handy because that was the last one that person just bought. This is pasta. So you can get quite a bit on your shelves. You need to learn how much you can actually put on. I don't really want to put this on there. To be honest, I'm going to put this down here. We'll leave the crackers, I think. We've got them in stock, but we won't sell them until this is moved. Unless I can move these now. Put them down here, you can. It's a shame you have to do this one at a time. But it's not a common thing you'll have to do, I guess. Right, so we should have somewhere crackers. So now my crackers can come over here where I wanted them in the first place. Go down there. I'll be with you in a moment. Actually, I'll do you now. There's your Pringles. Thank you. What have we got then? White rice. That went on the top shelf there. Right, canned corn. Corned beef on top. Green beans. Good. Yeah, so you can get quite a lot of stuff on a large shelf. Because it at least double stacks. Whether it triple stacks, I have no idea. But you can get quite a lot on a large shelf. So a large shelf's kind of worth it. It's now nearly 7 p.m. We've got half energy left. We could open for a bit longer. Depends how many customers we're realistically going to get through the door. So we're getting 2 more, though, just as I say, although one of them I don't think is going to shop. This guy, he's not happy, is he? Let's flick to Tycoon mode. What is he not happy about? Because we don't sell eggs or Brussels sprouts. It's a bit interesting that they are complaining about items. I have absolutely no... Because we haven't done it in the progress tree yet. So I don't have access to these things because we've not unlocked them in the progress tree. So I can't possibly sell them to them. Right, I think we'll serve this customer. And then we'll close. I'll send my Debbie home. We can do a little bit overnight. We can put some more shelving in, plan a few things, put an order in, ready for the morning. And then we'll start and we'll do one more day. And then, yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of this, whether you want to see more of it as a potential series or not. As for now, this is just a sort of a one-off. Let's have a look at this. See what's changed from the demo, which, to be honest with you, what's changed from the demo, I think... It's mostly just things have unlocked. A lot of the stuff in the demo, in the, say, the progress tree, a lot of this stuff you never stood a chance of getting. You just couldn't get that far. It kind of had a block, really, where you couldn't get any more tokens, so you were stuck after just doing a few things. So I guess it's just the fact that all of this stuff is open. There's probably some more products, and everything is, yeah, more objects and stuff to put in. So it's all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I think we are going to close, even though I think a customer has just arrived. I'm going to close anyway, because I want to show you how all of this works. So we can close. So we're now closed. Store is closing. The doors... Well, they shouldn't come in. The doors have opened because I just opened them again, but yeah, they've turned away. So that's good. So that's the end then. So then we could send Debbie home. Now, you can do this in one of two ways. You can either click top right, send home, or we can come like this and then click go home. Would you like to go home and rest? Yes. And Debbie will then go home and rest and come back to work when she is feeling a bit more fresh and ready to work. But that doesn't mean the end of the day for us, necessarily. If we don't want it to end, we don't have it to end. So I can carry on placing some stuff and working overnight myself whilst my employees and everybody else is off resting. I can do the night shift and put some stuff in. So how many how many products have we still got here? So we've got all of that stuff. We haven't got any cranberry juice. We haven't got any pineapple juice or apple juice. And we haven't got the paper towels and toilet paper, have we? Nor have we got cola or tomato sauce. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we haven't got salt either. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 things. Now, are these all... these all dried goods, aren't they, I think? Yeah, they're all dry goods. So 12. So we need another 4 shelves then, don't we? In here, in order to get all of that stuff on. So we'll go shelf. We'll keep going with the large, I think. We'll keep going with large. So we need another 4 of these. So we'll have one... have one there along the back wall. And then we've got 3 others. I might start coming down kind of in the center of these. Something like that, maybe. Spin it around a bit. We'll start at about here. Something like that. And then we can go back to back with those. Even though we don't technically need one now, I'm going to buy another one anyway, I think. If I can, or maybe I can't. I think it's actually potentially... Oh, we can't... Can we? No, we can afford it. What's wrong here, then? Why is it not letting me... It must be too close to the checkout. Interesting. You wouldn't think that'd be that close to the checkout, would you? To be honest. Let's move this one... Unless it was because of the one I had next to it. You can copy it as well, though, which is nice. Though I'm not really sure. So then where do you... To work this out, I've not done the copy and paste before. So if I paste that, where does it go? Not entirely sure. They're not fully lined up. Let me try and get these lined. At least it's letting us place it now, which is good. It seems to be just off, though. All the time. It's just off, slightly. That annoys me. Why is it just off? I wonder. What's happened to the camera here? Where are we? Blown over to the other side of the map. Yeah, it's just off, isn't it? Why is that not aligned? Oh, I've got no idea why I can't align it, but you get the gist of what we can do, at least. But I don't know why I can't align it. I can at least... No, I can't even align that. It won't let me click it. Oh, it will. Wasn't even going to let me click it. At least we can align them kind of like that. So they're semi-aligned. They're just not back-to-back aligned. But it's not too bad. Right. So that's all done. So we can order the stuff. We might as well order... To be honest with you, I might as well order everything. Because we've got the money. We've got the space on the shelves, I think. So I'm going to try and order absolutely everything here. And hope we've got enough money to do so. We should have. I can't believe that we wouldn't, to be honest. We didn't need another one of those. Hang on a second. Let me just start. We've got canned corn, green beans, corned beef, almond cereal, strawberry cereal, hot chips, salty chips, crackers, water, pasta, shift is ended, spaghetti, cranberry, apple, pineapple, white rice, basmati, paper towels, salt, and toilet paper. Oh no, we've got cola and tomato sauce. There we go. Right, so it's $1,000. There's $115 of shipping there. That's going to come on its own. There's nothing more for me to do, so I'm just going to fast forward time, basically until the morning. So I shall bring you back bright and early when it's time for Debbie to return to work, and we'll get everything on the shelves and we'll do another day. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I've told Debbie to come back to work, so I'll click return to store. It's 5:50 a.m., so it's bright and early. Everybody's just started to wake up around the town, starting to get a little bit busier down the street now as well. So Debbie is driving to the store. So hopefully she'll be here soon so we can get started. Having a little look around here. So our order has arrived. Debbie still hasn't come to work yet. Come on, Debbie, where are you? Is this Debbie? I think, is this Debbie? It's Debbie! Debbie's coming to work. She's in the wrong lane. Debbie, it's over here. There we go. She gets prime parking spot out the front, but now we can switch to Debbie. Right, let's get some stuff done. I failed a task. You'll see on the right-hand side at the bottom, I failed a task during the night. That was because it wanted me to buy some frozen food and some frozen items, but we haven't unlocked the bit in the progress tree for that, I don't think, have we? If I go to progress tree, we haven't even unlocked the walk-in freezer yet. So I can't even do any of the freezing stuff yet. So we couldn't do that task anyway, as of right now. Check out 30 customers. We should get that token. The 2 tokens for buying produce stands. I could just buy the stands, to be honest, and get those 2 tokens. So I think I shall do that. We'll just load this stuff up. Alright, what's the limit of this then? How much will it happily take? I'm glad it auto stacks. Oh, we can get another one on as well. Wow. Okay. So I tell you, this utility cart here takes quite a lot of boxes. I didn't expect it to take this much. I thought, you know, because there's upgrades for it through the game, I thought early on it's probably not going to take that many. Yeah, this is a lot. So you can imagine with the fully upgraded, you know, stuff that you'll be able to get these carts rammed full of stuff. Right, cereal. Let's put our cereal on there. We should have some more cereal somewhere. Find it as we go. Corned beef. That goes on the top shelf here. I like the way everything restocks, to be honest with you. Canned corn. The fact it just pops on, I actually quite like that. Tomato sauce. That's probably going to go over here, I would say. Green beans. Yeah, I like the fact it just pops on. We'll put water and stuff over here. Are we open? I guess we are open. I don't remember clicking the open sign. I think it's just automatically, because it's set, because we've got no control over it until I do my progress tree and take control of the schedule. We just ping open at 7 a.m. every day. So until we do the progress tree and get full control, I think that's going to keep happening. So you can also have different counters in this game as well. I think if I just quickly show you in the progress tree, what have we got here? We've got produce stands, we've got protein counters. I think there's like a meat and fish guy, like a deli counter or something like that. which is kind of cool. I'm not sure if there's a bakery as well. Not 100%, but you can have like different counters, a bit like in real life, which is also missing from a lot of supermarket simulator type games. Strawberry cereal. Cola. Can't really go without drinks. I guess cola could have gone down there and water could have gone over there. Cola's more similar to that, but for the cola, you only get 2 things of cola in there. Wow. Pineapple juice. Maybe, yeah, pineapple juice should have gone with these, and then I don't know. We could have worked something else out, couldn't we? Serve this customer. Thank you. Right, what have we got here? Toilet paper. Paper towels. I have to say, I do like the fact that these products look different to all of the other products we get in these games. And they are very similar looking to the actual brand. Like Gringles and Pritz. And then shots instead of Scott. I do like the fact that these are different. And they've attempted different products in this game. Not the same ones we consistently see. I need to do a better job, though. I've got spaghetti pasta here. So spaghetti, I mean, it's across the way from the other one. We'll have to get a better job done of rearranging everything. But we'll do that. If this becomes a series, I'll make sure everything is in its proper place. Good. So everybody's going to start shopping there. We need more cola, that is for sure. Because we've run out of cola almost already. I wonder why you get so few colas. Case of 2. I mean, that's nothing, is it, when he buys all 6 at once? Should probably get like another 5 of those. Maybe, actually more. Maybe, let's get 6 of those. How much is that? It's 189. We'll leave them there. But I'm almost certain we're going to have to get some more later on. Alright, buy 2 produce stands. So if I was to do that, that should give us those 2 tokens, shouldn't it? If we just get like a small one for here. Is this what it means? Oh, no, it's these, isn't it? It's not that at all, it's these. Yeah, for produce. Ah, so I can't do that anyway because we haven't unlocked that. So I can't even do that one. So the only token that currently... These are randomized, by the way. So that's not a game thing like just setting up an impossible task for you. They're, I think, totally randomized as to what you get tasks for tokens. So it just so happens we're not getting lucky with those. We will do the checkout 30 customers. I'd be surprised if I've not checked out 30 customers in the next 22 minutes. But, yeah, we've been unlucky with the other tokens. And get some more cola. Is there anything else? I mean, we could buy a few other things. Maybe the toilet paper and stuff like that could also come. Because we could do with some more of these as well, I think. A bit expensive, but they didn't come in the quantities that I expected. Thank you. Yeah, this is a fun game. I like this. It's got more variety to it, I would say, than a lot of other games. A lot of other simulators, for example. So we're still doing the supermarket thing. But I feel like I've got more control. Although we haven't got that control right now, because I don't have the progress tree unlocked. But I feel like I've got more control over staff and everything else. The fact that you can schedule them in as well is really good. And have lots of different staff on the payroll, but different ones will come in at different times. They'll do different jobs. Order has arrived. You know, I like all of that. And I also like the fact we've got cold storage as well. So we've got a cold room here. So this is... Still got some trashes here. Let's throw those away. So we've got our cold storage and our frozen storage. And I like the fact that we have this. I've not tested it, of course, so I don't know for sure how well it works, but I'm guessing because it's there, it is a thing. But it's nice, a little detail like that, that if you put butter in here, it will just go off, because it will just spoil, because it's not in the cold storage. I like that. You know, little details. Feels like more thought's gone into the game, rather than, you know, here's another shop simulator. Right, I'm almost certain there's going to be somebody quite annoyed at me when we get back to the supermarket. There'll be somebody standing there thinking, haven't they got any staff on? No self-service? What are they doing? Standing here all day waiting for my shopping. Sorry about that, sir. Sincerest apologies. $42. Wow, I just ripped you off. $42. What do you buy? 2 items? Some corned beef and some toilet roll? Wow. We know how to charge, don't we? Which is a good job, actually, though, because I've spent quite a bit of money. And we're down to $607 from our original $15,000 that we had at the beginning of the episode. I can't get any more of those. Oh, I can. That was the wrong product. I'm going to say, that was weird. I won't be able to get any more of those on. I'm trying to see now. So you can triple stack. Well, this is loads better than Cafe Mart, isn't it? In terms of being able to get stuff on the shelves. I'm also not having issues by saying, like, oh, this is too big, or what have you. Now, obviously, 3 is going to be the limit, because it is a full shelf, but... Serve some customers. Yeah, it feels like you get a realistic amount of products on the shelf, which is good. I do wonder, though, if the shopping baskets, when we get those, and the trolleys as well, I wonder if they are going to enable them to buy more items. Because, I tell you what, they're buying a lot of stuff. To say they're bringing a lot of this in, you know, just grabbing hold of it. But I wonder if we had a basket, they'd be now buying, like, 10 items instead of 5 or 6. I wonder if it's tied to that. Because otherwise, what's the point in getting a basket, is what I'm thinking. We've gained a token. We have a token. So now we've got the horrible thing of where do I spend my first token? So do I get a shopping basket stand so we could have some shopping baskets? We could go down the route of getting a freezer and the walk-in cooler so we could unlock the cold items. Employee management so we can control more to do with the store opening and all of that kind of stuff. Inventory management so I can set prices and things, although we seem to be making decent money generally. I might go with the shopping basket stand purely because I think it'd be nice to have a shopping basket so that they use these, because you also have to put these away as well. So I'm just going to show you this more than anything else. Anybody that's not seen this, I'm going to show you how this works, which is why we are having a shopping basket stand. Where shall we have our shopping basket stand? Really sure why... Oh, we haven't got the money for it, have we? Oh, no. I haven't got the money for it. Okay, we haven't got the money for that. I'll tell you what also we are not doing is the money on the left is not actually going up because it's in the till. So I need to actually grab it from the till. So the money is actually in here, so you have to remember to get it from there, which I'd forgotten until now, actually. You actually have to get it out of the till. I'm not sure how much you can have in there. But yeah, that's a little tip for you. If you've been wondering why it's not been going up, that is why. It's just stored away. I guess we'll put that there. I wanted it there, to be honest. I don't know why I can't place it here. Seems to be something blocking it. So we'll put it there for now. So they should start using these shopping baskets now. When we get the next customer in, they should use the shopping baskets, and we do have to go and put them back again, collect them from the edge of the checkout as well, which is nice. I've served this guy. Hopefully another customer will come in so I can show you those. But yeah, primarily that's the only reason I bought that one. Spent it there instead of elsewhere. By 15 cases of a discounted item. We could do that, but that's an awful lot of corned beef or whatever's currently on sale, isn't it? 15 cases. Paper towels. Right, so we've got one left in stock just there, so we'll just put that there. Not really worth taking it back to storage, to be honest with you. Somebody will be along later, so I'm just going to park the cart just here. For one toilet roll. Put it down. There we go. For one toilet roll, it's not worth taking it all the way back to storage, is it? Right, I don't think we've got any customers currently, so let's tab out. Let's fast forward a little bit. Get ourselves through the day. We are going to get to our busy period. Ah, they're using the shopping baskets. They are now using the shopping baskets. So has this altered the amount that they buy? Potentially? There's a few more items here, I guess. Anyway, so when they finish with their shopping baskets, as you can see, they get dropped off just here, and then you take them over there again to put them back. So you can, I think the whole lot can basically come here, and then you can return them to here, and you do the same with the shopping carts as well. So I would assume you can get... no, I was going to say, I assume you can get an employee for that. Memory has come to me. I think your cashier can do that. So when your cashier is not busy serving somebody, when they get a little bit of a moment, they will pick those up and take them away, I think. Or it'll be their last thing they do before closing time. They'll go and collect all of the trolleys and everything, I think. They definitely do the baskets, if they don't do the trolleys. Yeah, it looks like we're selling quite a bit of stuff just here now. 4 customers in store as well. So this is coming up to our busy period. Because our busiest period, it said, was 3 PM, didn't it? So we're coming up to that busy period now. I would say getting the baskets has definitely made them get more. So when you get shopping trolleys then, that's going to be even more, isn't it? You're going to get like the weekly big shop come through here where somebody's bought like 60 or 70 items or something crazy. Did that scan? It didn't beep. I saw it go red. Seems fine. Strange. You do also, when you get employees, the occasional thing goes wrong and you have to come over. You know, sometimes they have to call the manager over. So the manager has to come over and make sure it's okay. You get that sort of thing happen as well. How much money have we got in here? 479. Let's take it with us. Yeah, I don't know if there's any like burglars in the game or anything like that, or if the money is just stored there. Feels like, I don't know if it's just done for realism that it's kept there, and you just have to go and cash up all your tills. I would think it is, to be honest. I don't think there's any kind of like problem if you leave it in there. Afternoon, sir. Having a nice day. Thank you. All right, speed up time again. Watch everybody shop. So you can imagine when we get... So there's a space over here where it says for sale. So we can get all of this, I think. You can imagine when you've got a big enough store going on here. You've got a few tills and stuff like that. That little top-down view just gives you a bit of an overview of what's going on. Plus you can see... I mean, I can see already what we've sold out of because the cereal's missing here. But you can see what you've sold out of and things like that as well. Without having to walk around the whole store. You can just whiz around with your mouse. That's quite good. We probably ought to buy some more stock, actually. We are getting a bit low of certain things. But I'm going to leave it, I think, for now. Because I don't know if this is going to become a series or not on the channel. I'm going to wait and see what feedback is. If it does become a series, then we will tackle that in the next one. If not, then I'll probably tackle it in my own time. Because I think I will keep playing this. So we are very low for cereal. There's no... Yeah, let's buy some stuff. It'd be nice... You see, I don't have the inventory. Can you? With the inventory. You can see what you've got. Obviously, I can't scroll this, but you can see what you've got. I wonder if you could order from there. It'd be good if you could order from there. The only thing I know for sure that I'm out of is cereal. Let's get 2 cases of cereal. 2 cases of cereal. Right, let me just check. Around the back of the shelves. I think the... Is it the salt? No, the salt's fine. What did we have in the middle? I know this is getting low. We'll get another couple of those. Did we not have anything in the middle there? I guess we didn't. Nothing's on sale either, unfortunately. Well, let's have that stuff. That's fine. We've got a queue formed. So I think the next time I get some tokens, it would be spent in the employee tab. I think it is time to have another checkout. Just so, at times like that where I'm looking at buying stuff and, you know, maybe taking a delivery and actually fetching it and putting it on the shelves or whatever I'm doing. Just so we're still ticking over in here. Because obviously if I'm not serving, nobody's serving at the moment. So having a second checkout with an employee on it would be good. You can close and open your checkouts anytime just by going here as well, which is nice. So it's not like if you have 2 checkouts, they're all just going to come to it anyway. If you can just have yours as like a relief counter. So the main employee can do all of the checkout work whilst you get on with stuff, and then you can relieve busy times. And take over as well, because they'll need to take breaks, of course. And go home themselves and what have you. Right, let's get some baskets back, because I noticed we're getting a bit low over here. Not that I'm expecting that many customers, but you never know. $163, sir. That's a lot of cash, isn't it? Got 700 here now. So yeah, we make money quite well, which is good, because there's a lot of stuff to buy in this game. A lot of shelving, lots of other little bits and pieces, and obviously staff to pay and all of that as well. Don't know what their salary is. I could imagine it's going to be well over $100 a day, isn't it? Let's be honest. So, you know, you're going to need to earn a reasonable amount. I think I'm not sure what time we actually do close, but I don't think it's that far away. Because it's sort of set for us at the moment, isn't it? So if I go to hours, 9 p.m. I think it's set at 9. Because I can't change this because we've not got the skill yet. So I think we've got a couple more hours. The day goes by pretty slowly, I've noticed. You've got a lot of time, and if you don't fast forward it or skip little bits out, The days are pretty long. All right, hire an employee, 75 XP. I can't even do that if we don't have any tokens. I need some tokens. Debbie gets tokens faster, apparently. I think we get them for leveling up, potentially, as well. Have we got any more? We have got a token available. Yeah, you get them for leveling up as well. Cashier number 1, please. There we go. So now we've got access to a cashier. So we can have a cashier come in here. Could do it now, but hiring somebody at 7 PM at night for a 1... By the time they get here, it'll be time for them to go home. I'm not sure if they instantly arrive. But when we're only open for another hour and a half, I'm not hiring somebody. But that will be the first thing we'll do. If this continues as a series, we will hire an employee. Unfortunately, I won't get the XP for that, because we've only got a minute and a half to do it. It really isn't worth doing right now. Because I'm not sure if they would take a daily salary or not for only working an hour. But we'll see. But at least we can have an employee. So yeah, if this does become a series, and let me know on that one. And obviously, not everything we do and try on the channel becomes a series. I have to look at the feedback. I have to look at whether it's done well for the channel or not. Sometimes videos, lots of people that do watch it really enjoy the game. A bit like with the 2 Point series. For example, you really enjoy the game, and so did I. But it didn't do that well for the channel. Although a lot of us liked it, it wasn't that many of us comparatively to other videos that I do, and it didn't gain me any subscribers or anything. Got nothing. No, it didn't benefit the channel in terms of growth, sadly. So, you know, you've got to balance things out with videos sometimes. Because although I like to play all of these things for enjoyment, and you get enjoyment out of making videos, you've got to, you know, you've also got to balance that out with, I am trying to grow the channel. I want it to be bringing viewers in, but also viewers that keep watching the videos as well, because sometimes you get videos that you put out, and although, you know, a handful of people really enjoy it, sometimes they have pretty low click-through rates on them, and actual low viewership. Like I could put out a 40-minute video or something, and if people are only watching a few minutes, that's a lot of time spent that people are not watching the whole video. There's all sorts of things to consider, but if you would like it to be a series going forward, do let me know, and I shall take it all under consideration, and we'll see what happens. Right, we've got about half an hour left, so probably only a couple more customers. Maybe not even that. Looks a nice night, though, doesn't it? We've got sort of a... Ooh, we've got the Northern Lights coming. Very nice. It's a nice, peaceful night, isn't it? Apart from that dog, of course. Whatever that is. Aside from the dog, it's a peaceful night. Sorry about that. I was admiring the night sky. Have you seen it? Fantastic night. Thank you. I'm going to guess it's going to say store is closing. The store is closing. The shift is about over. So the store's closed. It's auto-closed. I think we did have a customer, but... Oh, no, he's still here. I thought he despawned, but he's still here. It's fine. This is our final customer, then. Hello there, sir. Just 2 boxes of pasta for you. Enjoy your dinner. And I hope you come again soon. Yeah, so this has been fun. I've enjoyed this. It's a fun game to play. There's a lot to it, as I've mentioned. I mean, even in the build menu here, obviously we haven't really looked at all of this stuff because we can't do it anyway, but there's all of these for putting in the shelving. Then you've got your different carts. You've got decorations as well, so we can really decorate this place up. Speaker. I think there is music in the game. I turned it off, but there is music in the game. We've got the store expansions, so this is all the expansions that we can do. So we've got the store medium, store large. We've got expand the warehouse, expand the freezer section within the warehouse, I guess that is. I've got the shelving as well, and then of course we've got all the products to order, and then got this progress tree to fill out. and all of this management as well. There is a lot to get stuck into here to get a successful supermarket going, I would say. But I think that will do this video of this sort of first look at this. I mean, this isn't the full game either. The full game, I think, is due out in about a month or so. So it could well be that even if there's a lot of support for this, I might wait for the full release instead of like starting a game and then maybe having to restart it again. I'll make that call. I'll make a judgment call on it. But let me know what you think about it. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider joining and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.